Good day, everyone, and welcome to another Edgy Conversation. Today, we're going to be joined by Anne-Marie, who is going to tell us about Interchurch Health Ministries Canada. Anne-Marie, can you give us a bit of a background on what Interchurch Ministries Canada is all about?
Yeah, happy to do that. Thanks for having me. So Interchurch Health Ministries Canada is a registered charity. It's a volunteer organization grounded in Christian faith. And ICHM, short form, we promote and support church health ministry and parish nursing, and I am a parish nurse, provided through faith communities. We promote holistic care and well-being practices and provide an online communication platform for sharing resources, educational tools, and topical discussions.
So can you tell me a little bit about what a parish nurse is and does? What's specifically different about that?
Yeah, a parish nurse is a registered nurse, an RN, and they have specialized training in particularly the dimensions of health. We believe strongly in holistic care and health and healing of body, mind, and spirit. Parish nurses, many work in faith communities, and they take on a number of roles based on perhaps what the congregation's needs are in the community that they serve in. For example, health education, health advocacy, referral, those types of roles.
That's really interesting.
Yes.
How have you seen the Spirit moving through this work that you're doing most recently?
Okay. Well, thanks for asking that. I mean, we received a grant in 2022, the Embracing the Spirit Innovation Grant, and it enabled ICHM Canada to launch another Join the Talk. Join the Talk actually started in 2021 with a grant. And so it allowed us to continue our good work and move us towards where the Spirit was taking us. And Join the Talk is an initiative featuring that we've done in 2022. It features 2 podcasts and associated theme packs on dementia, grief, and loss. The theme packs are intended to support church health ministry, but we've also seen a lot of interest from caregivers and pastoral care teams and providers. The packs are available at ICHM shop. And it includes a promotional ad, a video clip, poster and presentation video, and a resource discussion guide. So each pack retails for $25 and it can be downloaded upon completion of the sale. Each discussion guide explores the interrelationship aspects of being and activities that promote well-being and resiliency, and we saw that as being really important, particularly through COVID, in terms of people's struggles and the need to look at life holistically. And so the necessary resources that one would need to advertise or host an event, like Alive and Well, the theme pack is called Alive and Well. More theme packs are planned to address a variety of common health conditions. And I think, Alexander, for me, people often talk about why a health ministry. And I think faith communities play a vital role in offering supportive and welcoming environment for people who are touched by health and life conditions like dementia and like grief and loss, although there's several others.
Absolutely. I have a question that's just kind of emerging out of what you were just talking about. But you mentioned that some of these materials were kind of developed like in the later parts of the pandemic, I guess in 2021. And I'm wondering, how has your experience as a parish nurse been impacted by the pandemic throughout this time, or your kind of focus in the ministry? How has it shifted by that?
Yeah, thank you for the question. I think although a parish nurse's role is to support holistic care in the congregation or in their faith community, during the pandemic, what I saw was a tremendous need for outreach. People were suffering many, many losses, whether it was employment or illness, particularly people ill during COVID. So our practice moved out beyond the four walls of the church into the community. And that was really exciting to be able to serve folks in the neighborhood or community, as well as the congregants in the church. So it was an opportunity really for parish nurses, or is an opportunity to play a role in what I call the undetected dimensions of health. We often talk about the physical needs, but those undetected dimensions of health became so important during COVID, the emotional, mental, and spiritual dimensions, of course, as well as some of the physical.
Yeah. I'm wondering which sort of area are you located in, and how broad of a reach does the Interchurch Health Ministries Canada have? Is it more locally kind of created, or is it across the country?
No, it's across the country. It's ICHM Canada. We certainly have parish nurses and people in faith as faith leaders in Ontario. I'm actually in Toronto, and I was at Windermere United Church for 7 years as the parish nurse, or the faith community nurse. But we have members, and our platform, our online platform, which is really great, has brought interests all over Canada. And in fact, through this project, through the grant, the Alive and Well project, we were actually able to secure some really phenomenal speakers outside of Canada, as well as Canada, US, the UK. So that was really exciting that ICHM became known as a partner that could attract really keynote speakers throughout the world, actually.
That is very exciting. And also speaks to the quality and the depth of the materials and the work that you're doing. Yeah. I'm wondering, lastly, like, what's been the most unexpected thing that's come out of this work?
I think partnerships. Partnerships formed actually in 2021 with our first grant in promoting holistic care and well-being practices. We had partnered with Parish Nurses UK, and they were a keynote speaker and involved in a webinar on holistic care and health practices. But we've also been able to form partnerships throughout Canada. We currently are working with Sanctuary Mental Health out of BC. The last podcast and theme packs on dementia, grief, and loss, we partnered with Canadian Virtual Hospice, and that was really exciting. So I think those partnerships that were formed, was for me really exciting.
That's wonderful. And can you give us a teaser of any of the upcoming theme packs that might be coming down the pipeline sometime soon?
Yeah. Well, the plan is, pending funding, that we're going to be releasing 4 additional podcasts and theme packs. And 2 come to mind, and we've talked about this as a team at ICHM. One will be mental health. Not only do we see a huge need for that in COVID, but post-COVID. So mental health across all spectrums, whether that's children, adolescents, youth, older adults, and seniors. And I think the other one that we're looking at with our partnership with Canadian Virtual Hospice will be end of life and or palliative care, and how we can support folks during those significant life transitions.
Wonderful. Well, I'm really grateful to hear everything that you've shared about IHCM. I got the acronym wrong. IHMC. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
Is there anything else that you wanted to share as part of our story time?
I think we've covered most things. I know that we're looking at releasing 4 more podcasts and theme packs. We've talked about 2 for sure that I think are topical right now and relevant, but we'd love for to hear from people. Our website is www.ichm.ca. And of course, we'd love people to take a look at the theme packs. They're digital, and we've had some really good feedback on them in terms of some testimonies to date.
Wonderful. Thank you very much, Anne Marie. It's been a pleasure hearing your story and listening to you today. And please, folks, go check out the IHMC website and shop. Thank you.
Thanks, Alexandra.